Whoa.
Wow. Maybe we're rich, Brian.
There's many treasures you could stumble upon in the wild. A nugget of gold, an antique, a diamond, a stack of cash. But instead, we found this. But what is it, and why is it so special? If it's what we think it is, could this unassuming chunk pay for Sierra's college education? It can be worth up to $40,000 a kilo. Dang.
This is amazing. Downwind in an atoll, no swell. The only thing is like this minefield of bommies.
Oh, you can see a balmy right up here. There's our balmy. Yeah, we decided to leave the anchorage we're at and we're gonna head up north. There's a village up there. We're getting pretty low on some stuff. We're low on just about everything. It's been over a month, I think, since we did any sort of provisioning. Let me show you how I'm navigating. So this is the chart plotter, and you can see how it's just not that detailed at all. It's actually pretty poor, really. But if you look at the Navionics app on the phone with the satellite image overlay, this is the Bing overlay, it shows pretty much every bommy. And so you can see like the color change, right? Like that, and then that's what I verify. Me and Kaza are sitting out on the bow, and then we verify that. What do you see, Kaz?
A lot of palm trees.
Looks beautiful.
Some shallow
huh?
water. Yeah, it looks really nice here. Well, it's really windy. Sierra is going absolutely mental, and we're trying to anchor. A thing here is that it's a lot of bommies everywhere, so we're trying to float the chain.
Yeah, so the idea is that you let out a little bit of chain, you put the floats on it like we have about every 15 feet or so, because the bommies, they sit on the bottom. Yeah. I'll probably have to swim this and see how we've done. And what you don't want to happen is the chain to come back to wrap around a bommy and then to get tight and get stuck, especially if the wind changes direction. That can really happen. And so what we're trying to do is keep the chain above those bommies, but still have enough scope so that if the wind gets strong, it pulls back and doesn't jerk the hook out.
It's quite a nice little beach here. You're a little bit protected from the wind too. The wind has just been pumping for the last 3 weeks. It's just been like constant 20, 25. I think we do have some calm weather in the future, which I'm very excited about.
Mom,
yeah?
pee-pee.
Okay.
Early the next morning, we set off northward with our sights on Roto'ava, a tiny settlement where we hope to secure some provisions. Okay, so this right here is our trash for over a month for everybody on the boat, including our parties. And this is your bathroom trash.
Yeah.
That's not really a lot of trash. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags. They're all plastic, and that bag is recycling. Got to take the car out of the garage. That's the cargo ship that brings all the food. You're doing so good. You're a good helper.
There.
That's trash. That goes up there. Oh, almost.
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 We're going for a bike ride. I think there's one road here, and we're gonna ride it one way or 2 ways. We'll see. Sierra's already got her helmet on.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, we haven't bicycled in a hot minute, so this will be interesting. Ah! And then filming at the same time. Do you like it, Sierra?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Look at it. You can wear herself out and we'll catch her out.
So I'm gonna quickly run into the supermarket. Well, they didn't have much in here now. That was probably the quickest shopping mission I've ever had. Partly because they had nothing.
We found it. I think this is where the ice cream's at. We've been searching all day. Look at this. Are you ready?
He's so ready.
You want the whipped cream first with the chocolate? Oh.
Is it good?
That's the day. That's the day in Fakulana.
So we just moved over to something called the North Pass. So it's like the South Pass, but it's in the north. And it's a little bit away from the town. And we've anchored. It's quite a tricky anchorage. It's a lot of bommies. Yeah, there's a big bommie right there. You can see these ones right here too. Just drop it. It's not really a good place. But I think Brian is gonna dive down later. We're just gonna try to go for a dive. It's a little trickier since we don't really know anything about this spot, but we're gonna have our friend Fabio in the dinghy. So he's gonna kind of like keep an eye out, and we're gonna have a sausage going all the time. You excited?
I'm so excited.
We had a fantastic dive. It's really fun. It's a lot of current in the end. And Brian goes up to fire up the generator to fill our tanks.
It's just working, I promise.
It was literally working like an hour and a half ago.
Now it just, I hit the start button and the breaker, the DC breaker just blows immediately. And it doesn't even give me an alarm code.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll fix it. I just don't feel like dealing with it right now. I want to go to the beach. And this may have unintentionally been one of my finest ideas. What do you want to show me? Big stone?
No.
Okay, show me. Let's go. You lead the way. What do you see? What do you think that is? Ow.
Whoa, look at that.
We just went for a walk on the beach today and Sierra spotted this. It's like a waxy substance and it was just lying in the sand. I can put my finger in it. Does anybody know anything about ambergris? All right, Kaz, are you ready to learn a little bit more about ambergris?
Yeah.
Let's check it out. What is ambergris? Okay, all the results are in French. Parlez-vous français?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I've got good news for you. Today's video is actually sponsored by NordVPN. So let's go ahead and connect to New Zealand and we'll get some English results. Connecting to New Zealand. Okay, that's better. There's a lot of info on here about ambergris. So it turns out that ambergris is a solid waxy substance originating in the intestine of a sperm whale. In Eastern cultures, ambergris is used for medicines and potions, and as a spice, in the West, it's used to stabilize the scent of fine perfumes. It's an elusive, smelly substance made up from fossilized whale feces. It can be worth up to $40,000 a kilo. Dang.
I heard that one piece, it was about 300,000.
Not only can NordVPN magically teleport your digital device to over 60 countries, but it can also mask your digital identity and footprints. Think of it as a private tube through the internet that shields your information from prying eyes, so we can keep our ambergris research to ourselves, unless, of course, we share it on YouTube. It continues on. Many people think of ambergris as whale's vomit, whale's snot, or whale feces. These are all incorrect. Sperm whales eat large quantities of cephalopods such as squid and cuttlefish. In most cases, the indigestible elements of their prey, such as the beaks and fins, are vomited out before digestion. But in rare circumstances, these parts move into the whale's intestines and bind together. The squid beaks are indigestible, causing a great irritation in the whale's intestine. Because of this irritation from the squid beaks, the sperm whale produces an excretion to protect the intestine, encasing the squid beaks, and this is what actually becomes ambergris. NordVPN can also protect you from those pesky phishing emails that try to steal your passwords. It has built-in malware protection, an ad blocker, and even a dark web monitor to let you know if any of your accounts have been compromised. Okay, so this part is actually pretty terrible. Ambergris is known to grow to a point where the whale cannot function, therefore killing the sperm whale by blocking and eventually rupturing its intestines. Ew, what a way to go. The whale carcass decomposes, and since ambergris floats, it eventually washes up on beaches all around the world. Sometimes as one giant piece or breaking up into small pieces, depending on how it gets smashed around by the ocean. This process can take decades and occurs in less than 5% of whales, making it incredibly rare. That's why it's so valuable. So NordVPN is super fast and it's really easy to use. So if you'd like to protect your online identity, please visit nordvpn.com/svdelos. Link is in the description below. If you do right now, there is an exclusive deal just for the Delos tribe. You can get up to 4 free months off with a 2-year plan. That's it. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can't go wrong. Back to the show. But I looked up a few things. The color looks right, the texture looks right, and apparently there's this test we can do.
I don't know,
It's called the hot needle test. I want it to glow red. Yeah, there you go. See it glowing red? Now lay the heated needle on flat on the surface of the item for 3 to 4 seconds and remove. Whoa! We'll get back to our treasure in just a moment. Well, I took it apart, reset the breaker, pushed the button, and it started again. I took the top off, took the case apart. I jiggled that wire, the temperature sender wire, and started again. It was a little bit loose. I tightened it up, so I'm gonna let it run for a while. So far, we're filling tanks, we're making water, charging batteries. And with the compressor back up and running, I managed to fill the dive tanks just in time for another hop in the drink. So this is what we found. Actually, this is what Sierra found on the beach yesterday. And we think it might actually be ambergris, which would be incredibly amazing because it's very valuable. It's very rare and actually very valuable. It's either that or it's candle wax. We're not sure yet. I want it to glow red.
Okay, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Whoa! A thin melted line will now be visible on the surface.
Yeah, it's melted straight away.
The melted liquid should be glossy and sticky with a jet black or caramel color. It doesn't look jet black or caramel, does it?
It smells like candle wax to me.
Does it just smell like candle wax? This test is not sufficiently reliable to provide a positive ID unless you are thoroughly familiar with the required result. However, the test result may be helpful in determining whether it is worth pursuing the inquiry further. I'm definitely going to pursue this inquiry further. I think we should send some videos into these guys and see like, hey, we found this on the beach, and just see what they said.
Maybe we're rich, Brian.
Maybe. Luckily for us, we had somewhat of an expert right next door who agreed to do a consultation.
Oh my gosh, you don't say. So I'm feeling like this might be a piece of ambergris.
Maybe.
Is that what I hear?
We'll see. What does it
Smells
smell
like dirty feet.
Because it's wrapped in a dirty sock.
Wrapped in a dirty sock.
To keep it safe.
Okay.
And I would like to hear about your experience first. Because you found some before.
Yes, off the coast of Kona, found a giant white ball of wax and looked like it might be a fresh sperm whale puke. So the key to ambergris is making sure that there are squid beaks inside. The one I found was giant and white and smelled like shit.
Oh, she's getting in there.
What does it smell like?
Tap it.
Oh, garbage?
No, tap it.
Carpet?
No.
Oh, like crabs.
Yeah, tap it.
Oh, crab heads.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does it
Not
taste
smell
like?
like shit.
Oh, bad.
Oh, yeah.
It tastes like candle wax. But being that I am the world's expert on the boat right now, I would say chances are high that this could be a form of ambergris.
Either that's worth nothing or it's going to pay for your college education.
Definitely, maybe you could possibly have Sierra's college fund paid for.
But we could also just have a ball of wax.
You could also have a ball of shit.
If you guys have any information or if you know stuff about this, please let us know in the comments. We could probably send it in somewhere and figure out if we're rich or not. We'll see. Such a weird thing, huh?
Up next on Delos, we trade one paradise for another as we make our way to the world-famous Society Islands, where we quickly meet the most insane welcoming committee we've ever seen. What did yours end up being?
It ended up being like leftover sludge from a cruise ship. I smelled it. I snuggled with it.
Yeah.
I thought it was my future.
like, I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah, and I ate French fries off of it, just like Joe Dirt. But
Mom, we're working.
wow.
Hey, bed. Wait. Cat. The pig.
Are you filming your day-to-day life?
Dog mine. Wait. Bye. Woohoo!